Hey, it's Sammy. On Thursday, August 14th, we took that inflation red news trade. We're going to show you how that all worked out. We did take 11 trades today. Did end up with some break evens in there, but we still had 331 points today. Let's check it out and see how everything played out. Now, this is pretty crazy. This is right before red news. All right, so I'm actually using AI to my leverage in this. It's read a ton of data and information going into this. We are breaking value area low. I never trade red news like this, but I'm in it before the news announcement. Got my stop loss pretty tight up at VPOC, and here we go. It blew through my stop. I had like 130 points at one time. It actually did fill me with nights. So that was nice. CPI news. You can see the market crawled back up through that overnight low. I marked that. That's where the news stopped. And now we're up at that 61.8 and that pivot. See, that pink line is a pivot right there. Our data is coming back into place. So we're jumping back into market. Let's see how this plays out. Now you can see we're trading just before the 9:30 open here. We're going to be really aggressive. I'm noticing there's a checkpoint here. These checkpoints are just standard indicators, you know, like VWAP or something like that on my other chart that you can't see. But we're going to mark that right here. And we're going to do a trailing stop of plus 31 before the open. All right, so you see what the open did. It went all the way back up, found some value. We're coming back down through pivot. We're going to move this checkpoint over right here. It's the same checkpoint that I got out before. You can see what happened. We're going to come back through it short, though. Let's see what happens. I'm doing a trailing stop here right by this 61.8 and pivot. We're going to lock in 31 points on this trade. Now, you can see we're still stuck at that checkpoint and at that overnight low that was formed from the red news. We've tested it multiple times here. We're trying to break through. We're going to protect that trade because if anything happens, we at least want to break even. There should be no reason to take a loser when you work with this data. All right, we had the flip. Now our high time frame data is still holding. We're just trying to get up there and retest VWAP. We're still in a channel right here. Notice we're actually working a very thick volume profile that I have set on my 15-minute chart. This is going to be a break-even trade. No big deal. We'll look for the next opportunity. Now you can see we're overtaking VWAP. I got another checkpoint right here. These checkpoints are basically the orb. That's the first 5 minutes of high and low price. So let's see how we handle that at that 76.4 level. It's not accidental that these levels are on my chart. Because we're hitting that orb, you can see what we're doing. We're trailing with a plus 40 stop loss. We're going to lock in 40 points here. Now we hit that open range breakout and rejected. Look how we're rejecting. All of our data flip back over. We are going to go ahead and take this short. Now what we're doing is hitting orb and pivot. We're going to trail and lock in 38 points on a trailing stop. Now you can see, what did we do? We bounced off of the open range breakout on the bottom and pivot. We're still holding. We're coming through our 1 hour long break zone and coming through VWAP. Let's see how far we can make it through this checkpoint. Now we're hitting value area high right here. This is really critical. So we're going to trail this with a 30-point trailing stop. We are trailing our stop loss and making 30 plus points every time. And I'm trying to break through this next checkpoint right here. This is a weekly deviation level. All right, these are really sticky levels because they're statistically driven. I probably should lock profit when I hit it, so we're gonna end up with a break even on this trade. 20 minutes later, everything flipped over. We're going short now. This is amazing. Look how fast that real-time data lines up. This red line is a deviation line. We're going to trail for plus 31 at deviation 1. This is awesome. My AI early in the morning, we're talking pre-red news hours ago, told me we're going down to the 50 Fibonacci level, lock in at 44,787. So we're in this trade. Let's see how it plays out. we're going to hit that 50 Fibonacci level and trail our stop really tight down. That's a plus 38 points trailing stop locked.